Have you ever spent hours creating a video only for it to flop? Well, I used to have that exact problem. But once I started improving my thumbnails, my videos took off. So if you think you deserve more views, the thing holding you back probably isn't your video, but your thumbnail. Why just me, you may ask? Well, I've been creating Minecraft videos for years. In that time, I gained thousands of views and subscribers. But more importantly for this video, I have made hundreds of thumbnails. And through all this practice, I developed a 3-step formula to make a banger thumbnail every time. And all you need to be able to do it is Minecraft Java and a drawing app or website, which we'll get into later. Step 1. Screenshot. Before we launch Minecraft to take the screenshot, download the mods from the description and put them in your mods folder by opening the Minecraft launcher, going to installations, pressing on the file icon of a 1.21 Fabric installation. If you don't know how to install Fabric, then search up the video on screen or click on the link in the pinned comment. You could then drag the mods you downloaded from the description into the mods folder. If you don't have a mods folder, then literally just create a new folder and name it mods. Now you can launch your Minecraft and make a new creative world. Now we are ready to create an NPC model for your thumbnail. If you downloaded the mods in the description, there should be an arrow in the top right of your inventory. Clicking it will bring you to the NPC modeling tools. Grab the NPC wand and right-click the ground where you want your player to be in the thumbnail. This will create an NPC and a menu on the left will show up to help you customize your NPC. So first, I usually change the skin, press download skin, put a texture name, like for this one I can put bread, and find a skin on Planet Minecraft. This is my skin. Press download Minecraft skin, then wait for this to unlock. Continue to download. And then all you have to do is copy and paste this link and then put it in here, copy and paste it here, press download. These sliders here are just to rotate or move the entire body. So as you can see, moving this rotates it side to side. Before we continue, press finalize, type in /timeset1000 in chat, and that gives you really nice lighting. Then just move around this middle slider until the character is facing the sun. There's not really any way to tell for sure from this menu, but just kind of keep going. And yeah, that's pretty good. To go into the settings menu, just right-click the model. Okay, next we're gonna change the pose. So if you click on one of these, you have rotation and position. And it will show the changes you're making on the right here. So say I slide this left and right, yep, it's rotating. I usually don't rotate the body unless I'm making a player run. Cape, I don't do a cape. I usually just slightly change the head to make it look more alive. This whole process is going to be different for every NPC model. It just depends what kind of pose you're going for. So I'm going to keep changing the sliders on all of these tabs until I'm happy with how it looks. Once you think you have your position right, press finalize. Now put any items you want your character to hold in your own inventory. And then you're going to right click the model again with your NPC wand, go to inventory, press on any armor slot, offhand slot, or hotbar slot, and then press player inventory and choose any of these. For the right hand, I'm thinking to have the brush, and then in offhand, I'm going to make the player hold an NPC wand, and then I'm going to press finalize. Since the sun moved, I'm going to set it back to 1000. There we go, now I have perfect lighting, so I'm going to press F1. Then if you go into options, controls, keybinds, and you go into miscellaneous, you could set take large screenshot to anything you want. I have it set to F9, I think that might be the default. And then you could go back and press that key that you set it to. So I'm going to press F9, and then it takes a super large screenshot. You could press F1 again to make everything come back. Then go into chat, and click on the underlined text. Now I'm going to go into file info, file path, and then I'm just going to drag this onto my desktop. And now we can move on to stage 2, putting everything together. You now create a canvas that's 3840 by 2160. I use an iPad app called Procreate. However, you could use any drawing app you want. I would recommend Photopea if you're on PC. It's free and it's pretty good in my opinion. But I'm just more used to Procreate because I'm an artist and I use this program a lot. So although what I'm doing might look different from what you're doing just because we have different softwares, everything I'm doing should still be possible in your software. You might just have to do it a little bit differently. So first I'm going to size this up so that the player fills the screen. Then I'm going to select the entire character. Now that I have the player selected, I'm going to press copy and paste. And then just delete the background because I'm not going to have a Minecraft background, I'm going to have a different background. Now I'm going to import my background, which is this grid pattern, and put it under the player. I would recommend sizing up your player so it fits the entire screen. The reason for this is because YouTube thumbnails are so much smaller than they are in your software. So the bigger the better. Now that I have everything set into place, I'm going to go on to step 3, shading. Firstly, I'm going to change the curves to make my player a little bit brighter. just so that it stands out from the background. And then to help it stand out from the background even more, I'm going to duplicate the player and make him fully black. And then I'm going to add a blur so that it creates a drop shadow. This is before and after. It's a small touch, but it helps a lot. Next, I'm going to select my character, and then I'm going to invert the selection so it only selects around the player. And fill that layer with white. Then put the white layer on top of the player and select clipping mask. Now I'm going to duplicate this white layer, select the lower one, and then just slightly offset it so the white is showing in the top left. And now you have a really nice looking highlight. Now I'm going to select the other white layer, add a very slight Gaussian blur, just to add a very subtle white outline. And then I'm going to duplicate it a few times to make it a little bit more harsh. And then set it to overlay. It's really subtle, but it helps the character stand out a lot. Then you can adjust the opacities of both these layers until you like it. Now I'm going to create another clipping mask on the character. Get an airbrush and just kind of add a tiny bit of glow from the top left. Then lower the opacity a little bit. It just makes it look glossy, and I love how it looks so much. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing, but with black on the other side. This is without shading, and this is with shading. It makes it look so much better. If you want to add text, you can. You could duplicate the text layer, then make it slightly darker, and move it to be slightly underneath the text, just to give it a tiny bit of shadow. And then I also like to add a subtle gradient. So I just put black on the bottom half and blur it, and then turn down the opacity a lot. And there you go, you have some nice looking text. Then I'm going to duplicate the entire text, make it fully black, and then blur it to make a subtle drop shadow. That looks really good, but for this specific thumbnail, I'm not going to use text. So this entire process of adding lighting and creating this little highlight can be repeated for any object in the thumbnail. And I would definitely recommend repeating it for all objects because it just makes everything feel more coherent. So I'm going to take a little while, add some things in, and I'll see you soon. There we go, I am done the thumbnail. I got the graph from this YouTuber called ProggerMI, who heavily inspired this video. So thank you to ProggerMI for teaching me a lot about thumbnails. I'll link his channel in the description, and if you click on his videos and go to the description, he'll have a Google Drive. In that Google Drive, there are many resources that have been very helpful for me. Thanks for watching.